Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you. And it's
Hey,
just you can give you with the
Paranormal
evil
Witch.
voodoo.
Hey,
Got me
Paranormal
coming
Witch.
back for more,
Welcome
even
to
when
the
I've been
Dear
screwed.
Dana.
Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through.
Come on in,
Got
everybody.
issues in my head.
Hey
I like
there
you
in the
in my
bushes.
bed, but you keep
Don't
me
be
on
afraid.
red. Oh,
Come on
everything
in the
is like
chat.
a test. I better not text or I'll come off
Welcome,
desperate.
welcome. This is an intro. I'm doing good. How are you, Willow? Take your exam. Welcome to Dear Dana. Everybody come in. Have you encountered an angel? That is our topic for tonight.
So if I play dead,
We will have
you
angel
regret
questions.
everything that you
Angel
did,
messages.
that you said. I don't think you understand
Welcome
what
on
you're
in.
doing. And my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you, I'm losing.
Put your attention
I feel
out.
like you think that this
Dancing
is illusion. Sitting there gaslighting and
Hey, Debbie
confusing.
Coakley.
Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all
Dan,
of the
you're stressed out.
solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you.
Just
It's
move in your
stupid.
seat.
When I'm alone with
Move your
you, I
body. Let
never
go of your
feel
tension.
lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you, I knew
I'm sorry,
this.
sweetie.
When I'm with you, I feel so useless. I feel diluted. My heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt.
This is our opening
Never
song.
really know just what you
Just get the
want.
tension out of our body.
With you, I don't ever feel
Release.
calm. I can feel the
Just
sweat
release
inside my
it.
palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't
Breathe.
ever wanna give me wings.
Inhale deeply.
You don't
To
ever
the count
wanna
of 4
set
through
me
your
free.
nose. Hey, Renee Ron. Be careful. And hold it. And release through your mouth. To the count of 4. Inhale deeply through your nose. And hold it and release slowly through your mouth. Oh, sorry. Inhale deeply. And release through your mouth. Just let go of all attention. Good job, everybody. Just let go of the tension. Come on in. Don't be afraid. Appreciate all of you out in the bushes. Tonight we're talking about angelic encounters. We'll be talking about stories of people that have had angelic encounters. People out in the world,
Silhouettes
our
of you
own
are like a
angelic
taunt.
encounters.
Never really know just what you want.
And,
With you, I don't
oh yeah,
ever
you
feel
can use
calm.
subtitles. You
I
push
can feel the
CC
sweat inside my
below.
palms. Play with me
There
like
should be a
cats and a
CC
string.
below.
You
I don't know if it
understand
comes
the
up
pain
in the
it
line, but there
brings.
should.
You
Hey,
don't ever
Ramel.
wanna give me wings.
We'll be
You
talking
don't ever
about
wanna
people
set
that
me
have had
free.
angelic
You know I'm
encounters,
addicted to
our
you.
own.
And it's twisted, you can
And
get you with
towards
the
the
evil
end,
voodoo. Got me
people
coming
will
back for
be
more,
asking
even when I've been
one
screwed.
question
Dolls full of
to get
pins,
their
pierce my
own
heart straight through.
angelic message.
I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me
So if
on
you have
red.
one,
Oh,
you can come up.
everything is like a
Question or
test. I
person.
better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But anyway, we're going to go ahead and shut down this cool music and start Dear Dana. Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Dear Dana. I'm so happy to see everybody on a Wednesday night. Hump day. Hump day. Man, these weeks are going by so fast. Hey, Shelly Marie, it's about to be fall. Tomorrow is officially September 1st. Can you believe it? Man, in Georgia, the summer's been so hot and humid. It's been so, to me, almost impossible to have fun in the summertime unless you are in the water Seriously, unless you are in the water or in the AC. For real. I'm almost happy to see the fall come. Just so the weather can be cooler and you can enjoy the outdoors. Spring and fall. Well, winter is almost getting. Look, our winters aren't winter. We get maybe a few weeks of really cold, but that's about it. But anyway, welcome to Dear Dana. I hope you enjoy the beginning music where we like to kind of loosen up, better than the countdown. And welcome in the bushes. I like to see all of you guys there, girls. I appreciate you and love you too. I'll be happy when some of you come up more into the chat so we can get to know you better. But I appreciate you anyway. I know you're there. But we will be talking about, have you had encountered angels? There's a lot of angelic stories out there. Some people believe, some don't. I do. Um, and we'll hopefully be sharing some of our own angelic stories. And towards the end, people will ask questions to be answered, have angelic messages. I'm just a conduit. Um, so believe or don't believe, that is what tonight is about. People have requested it. So I am going to fulfill that for you. But before we continue, let me drop the intro before I go squirrel on you. You know how that goes. Here we go. Oh, yeah. All right. And I know a lot of kids have gone back to school and things have gotten busy, earlier bedtimes and such like that. Sometimes I don't know if I need to go on earlier and stuff. Just don't know. Don't know if that'll make a difference or not. This may be bedtime for a lot of kids. A lot of people come back on the replay gang. Nothing wrong with that. Um, I'm considering whether I need to do some downloads on top of some of the lives. That may happen. Hey, Care Bear. Oh, honey. I'm sorry it's been a rough 2 weeks. Sending you loving, healing energy. Thank you for the love and support. So sorry it's been a rough 2 weeks. But connect with me later if you have to go. I always like to hear from you. I'm not on mute. Can you all hear me? I'm not on mute. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, Arseny Pesikov. Good. I'm glad you can hear me. But tonight we're talking about angel stories. And I will even be able to share some photos. If anyone has had an angel encounter or a story, drop a 1 in the chat. If you feel you've had an angel encounter or an angel story, drop a 1 in the chat now. I'm curious. If you feel you've had an angel encounter or an angel story, drop a 1 in the chat. I know that I have. I've shared a few in the past. Some of you have heard, some of you have not. Some might bear repeating, some might not. But if you feel you've had an angel encounter in some form or fashion, drop your 1 in the chat. Well, you know how that goes, Care Bear. The more I get to know this community, the more I am connected to you all. The more I get to know you, the more I'm connected to you. Night Care Bear, you get some well deserved rest. Slumber like a baby, rolling you in that light with the intention of slumbering like a baby. Maybe you have and don't know it, paranormal. Just don't know. So glad to see you, Archangel, and glad to see you too, Care Bear. Any of you feel like you have had encounter with angels at any time? Or you question it, maybe. Maybe you question it. I know, and I'm going to, share some stories from other people in the world. Um, I know that when Noah was born, hey Marie Crumb, so happy to see you. I know that when Noah was born, and they had not given me an epidural, they had not given me anything to kill pain. I do sound choppy. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. Oh, I know I need to buy another headphone. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? When Noah was born, they did not give me an epidural. I was trying to have him natural. He came early. I went into labor at 30 weeks. They tried to stop the labor. It's going up and down now. They tried to stop the labor, so they gave me, um, what is it stops labor? One stops labor. I think it was, uh, one was potassium, one was magnesium. Audio issues. Darn. They unplugged. Is this any better? Can you hear me now? Something muted me on here. Um, anyway, when I was pregnant with Noah, they tried to stop the labor. So they gave me magnesium, I believe it was, to stop the labor. And they couldn't stop the labor. So they gave me Pitocin, I think it was, to speed it up. I have nothing for pain. And they could not get him out quick enough. And they had wanted to do a C section, but they did not give me, since they did not give me an epidural, we were stuck. And my best friend, which I didn't know at the time, called her mother and told her to pray like she had never prayed before. Because apparently my blood pressure was shooting through the roof. Noah's heart rate was dropping. And it looked like we were not going to make it. We, plural. And in my delirium, because I was not doing well, apparently I kept saying, because my friend repeated it to me, she's no longer with us, that I kept saying, look at all the angels. Look at all the angels. Do you see all the angels? And my friend's mom from a distance, at the same time this was going on, and then I at a not at a distance, I there saw a big angel put her wings across my whole body. A big angel. Big. And they TMI cut my cervix, and Noah finally came out. And I was not the color of a human being. You think I look white now. I was no color. And he came out blue. They called him a blue baby. And I finally heard a little cry. But I had called on it, saying I saw angels everywhere. Um, but when I saw the big angel, he finally came out. And he, at that time, looked like a little chub. And they called him the easy baby because the whole time he was in NICU, he didn't get in trouble. I mean, had no big incidents of medical trouble the whole time, except for, a feeding, had to put a feeding tube down his nose to take him home. But other than that, no medical trouble, which was astounding considering. So anyway, that was one angel incident. Other than, I had an NDE when I was 12. So they have been like even before Noah came, a guidepost in my life ever since I had the NDE. I told you about prior to Noah coming, an incident went on with my parents, and they were somewhere else, and I sat down and I was like, seriously? I was upset because of stuff that had gone on in our life prior, and I was like having a pity party, and I sat down in my house and I was like, but who's going to take care of me? Because it felt like I was always putting out fires. And I saw these, first I saw, and some of you've heard it, it looked like newspaper catching on fire on my dining room table beside me, and I thought I was having like a brain aneurysm or something, because it happened right after. I turned my head and it looked like newspaper burnt crumbling. Not an actual fire. You know how newspaper looks if you catch it on fire and it's burnt and crumbling in the air? And I turned to my right and it looks like perfect bright lights in the air, moving. Little sparkling white, pure, brilliant orbs in front of me. And I know some of you have heard it, and they went into, after they were scattered into formation, and all of a sudden went into my body. And I literally thought I was having some kind of brain aneurysm. They went into my body, and I went from feeling upset and crying and anxiety and pity party and blue and depressed and overwhelmed to calm and not depressed and not anxiety and not overwhelmed and happy and almost blissful, and all of that was gone, and it was inexplicable. And I got in my car and I drove with the wind moving through the car and the music on the radio and just driving. And it felt like an angelic experience. And I could explain. And the feelings lasted a couple of days. And I didn't have any of that blue, anxiety, depressed, all of that yuck was gone. And it was sort of like I had said something out loud. Well, who's going to take care of me? In that pity party way. And all of a sudden, I guess I got that answer. Like, I'm here taking care of you. Here's your answer. I'm bigger than all of this. I'm sending angels to you or something. I'm taking care of you. So there's bigger than us. There is I am, the greater I am. And there are angels that abound. And I need to remind people, I hope you can hear me. I pray, I hope you can hear me. We have to ask. We all have angels. We have to ask for their assistance. We have free will. We have to ask them to assist us because we have free will. Unless our life is in danger, they can't just jump in and move things around and change things for us. Unless our life is in danger and it is not our time to go, they cannot just jump in because we have free will. So we have to ask them to help us. People forget that. And we have to do it politely and kindly and with gratitude. We have to ask them to assist us. Look, I forget sometimes, but we have to ask. And some people don't believe they exist, but they do. Does anybody here want to share a story? I'll drop the link. You can come up, or you can share it in the chat. Whatever you want to do, completely up to you. It's absolutely important because Creator gave us free will. We can't learn without free will. It's like, I know one time you said something about you almost fell and your angel helped you get in the chair, Marie, correct? To keep you from completely falling. If we didn't have free will, we'd be a prisoner, right? Someone would be making decisions for us all the time. Example, Britney Spears, conservatorship, no free will. That would stink. You have to ask for their help. Do you have any more angel stories, Marie? Sometimes we're our own worst enemies. Sometimes we keep repeating problems until we ask for help. Or because of our lack of learning the lesson or self-belief. Marie says, oops. Last summer I was dizzy from water in my ears and was falling, and my angel pushed me into my chair. See? Exactly. I like that. I've had incidents where my life could have been, and I have made it by the hair of my chinny chin chin, and it had to be divine intervention. Shelley Marie says, I believe in them also, but no encounters that I'm aware of. Think of it like this sometimes. Sometimes you can run into people and it is divine timing that has been created. Marie says, if I fall, I can end up in surgery for my back again. Yikes. Here's the other thing. Did you know there are actually earthbound angels that look like people? There are earthbound angels that look like people that happen to, at times, intervene just for the right reasons. Hey, James Money, I believe I take care of an earthbound angel. I believe you do too, Shelley. And I'm not saying it because he was mine and I gave birth to him. I'm not giving myself an ounce of credit. Let me say that. Has nothing to do with me. I was just fortunate enough to be his mom. But I think Noah was an earthbound angel. Look all he had to go through, and there was just something about his energy and things that he helped intercede in that made changes for other patients. Just saying. Just saying. A Texas man was driving along a highway 105 in Montgomery, Texas, with his wife when he spotted a particular sighting in the clouds that stood out to him. Danny Ferrero stopped to snap a picture of what he believed was a cloud the shape of an angel in the sky. He uploaded the image to Facebook, where it's been shared over 19,000 times. Ferrero said the sighting was the positive sign he needed during a time of dread. So I'm going to share this picture with you. And I'm going to say it's fair share. I don't know how they say that. It's fair to share this picture. Thank you, Marie. So I'm going to share this so you all can see it. Fair use. That's what it's called. Fair use. Fair use. This is what the man saw. See if I can blow it up. Can you see the angel in the sky? I can see it. I think that's pretty darn cool. I used to love looking at the clouds, seeing all the things I could see, or laying back in the pool, looking at the clouds. Can you see the angel? I think that's pretty cool. As a tribute to the lives lost on 9/11, almost 18 years ago, twin lights beam into the sky from sunset to sunrise every anniversary. In 2016, Rich McCormick was in Hoboken, New Jersey, taking photos of the lights from across the Hudson River when he realized he captured more than just the beams in one of the shots. In the image, according to McCormick, is a figure of an angel floating in the night sky. Although some say the sighting is just an unusual cloud formation, McCormick told Inside Edition he believes it is indeed an angel watching over us. Let me share this one. Where did you go? Hold on. Okay. Where did it go? Hold on, people. Hold on. It went black on me. And now it's trying to print. That's not what I want. All the machines are going nuts on me. I didn't even hit print. Okay, what's going on in my room right now? This is weird. Okay, I asked for divine help, but not in my room. I'm trying to get the picture of the angel. Everything's gone black on my computer and my printer's trying to print. Hold on, don't want dead air. I want a photo of La Angela. I'll go to the next story if I can't get the photo to print. I mean, to show, not print. I didn't say that. I'm waiting on the picture to show. Next story. Pastor experiences angelic encounter that saved his life. Pastor John Boston was driving on Airport Road in Columbus, Ohio in 2015 when he got into a terrible car accident that sent a life transformer crashing into his car. Fox 8 Cleveland reported that he was trapped inside of the burning car as the windshield melted and the door folded shut. Boston said it was then a stranger walked up, opened the door, and removed him from the car to safety. The stranger told Boston, the stranger told Boston his name was Johnny and that he had to leave the scene before first responders arrived because he can't be here when they get here. He never saw Johnny again. Boston walked away with minor injuries and a stronger sense of determination to serve after his miracle encounter with what he strongly believes was an angel. Now, I've heard of a guy that was like a priest that saved another guy, and they told him he could have not been here, and I think he acted like a paramedic. So when everybody got there, the guy that was saved was like, "Where is this paramedic?" And no one knew who he was, and he didn't exist. But let me show you the story I just told you. When they got there, or can you already see it? They, hold on, I'll show you the car. This is what the car looked like. It is not good. This is what the car looked like when the team got there and the guy had already left, saying he couldn't be there when the paramedics got there. Not good. I can't believe the guy survived. So it had to be an angel. I mean, that looks like almost like what Anne Heche was in. Mm-mm-mm. We will not be able to see the other one that I told you about. It is not showing up. I saw it earlier. Next story. Security camera captured an angel. Michigan resident Glenn Thomas told Inside Edition he was touched by an angel after discovering his motion sensor security camera captured an image of one hovering over his pickup truck. He instantly sent the photo to the pastor of his church, Daniel Mose, who then shared the photo on Facebook. Many locals believe the figure in the photo is a sign from heaven. Mo's Facebook post has since obtained hundreds of shares. Watch this one. Dun 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 dun. Wait, let me get it up. Oh, that didn't sound good, did it? Sorry. That is not the one I'm trying to get on there. Every time you're trying to get the proper one up, it's still trying to get me to get the one in Michigan. Give me the one I want to see. I don't want to see the one in Michigan. I want to see the one caught on the motion sensor detector. Okay, it's not giving me that one. I'm not happy. Please give me the one. When you're trying to see the one you want and it doesn't give it to you. Okay, next story. Sorry. An angelic nurse. Luke was diagnosed with bone cancer when he was just 8 years old. During a 2-week hospital stay that was required to treat an infection, a nurse came into Luke's room. As he slept, his mom spoke with the nurse, who was wearing a 1960s work uniform, which she thought was strange. The nurse told Luke's mom she would pray for his healing before exiting. Luke was fully healed of his infection and is now cancer-free. According to Thought Company, both Luke and his mom believe the nurse, who was never seen again, was a guardian angel who offered them hope during a difficult time. I love these stories. I don't like it when the videos won't come up. That drives me crazy. Willow says the spirits want to be anonymous. Spirits are controlling Dear Dana's computer. It feels like it sometimes. Darn it. Because I could get the videos up earlier. I could get them up earlier. I had them all queued and everything. Now it's bringing something up where I used to teach Chinese children. I don't teach there anymore. And it's bringing stuff up. There have been videos, well, they say, okay, we are going to go over this and see if we think they are real, okay? We're going to stop and start and see if we think it's real. So, we're going to, how do we say it? It is for commentary, fair use. So, it's for fair use, YouTube. Fair use. I'm going to stop and start and see what you think. So we're going to say it's for, I'm going to write it on my board, okay? YouTube. For fair use. For fair use. Fair use. Okay? You give your opinion whether this next sightings of angels are real or not. Are they real or not? You decide. You decide. Okay? Hey, is it me? Or did you just see blips across my screen? Did you see that? Or did I just see that? I saw blips go across my screen. Not just the board. I saw blips. I know my vision's wanky. You did? Okay. Let me tell you. There's different levels of angels. It's the truth. There are little angels that are very playful. Yes, they are. And the little angels will do favors for you. They're very playful, like little kids. They will even, if you ask them ahead of time, help you find a parking place. You can try it. When I go to the doctor in Atlanta, I will ask them friendly, can you help me find a parking place close to the MS Center of Atlanta so I don't have to go very far away? I will visualize it close to the center. I will visualize the traffic not being too bad. And I will ask them with great love and gratitude. And it works every time without fail. And I will thank them profusely with love in my heart. There are different levels. There are runners and guides, little guides. You can try it. I didn't know at first, and I would never ask for myself. For most of my life, I would not ask for myself ever. Anything for myself. But you can try it and you watch. You watch. These are very playful. Very happy that we are talking about them. Very happy we're talking about them. They want to be in your life. They want for you to ask for their assistance. Otherwise, they're hanging out, wanting to know why we're making so many dumb mistakes and not asking for help. Seriously. Hanging out, watching over us, wondering why we are not asking for help. You get that? Watching over us, wondering why we're not asking for help. They can have attitude about us all day long. I'm sure that they have thought I've made a million dumb mistakes. Okay, I see you. Wondering why, in agreement, I have not asked for help. Invite them into your life. They have been with you since you were before you were born. Before you were born. Lord have mercy. I expected so many more people to be here tonight to ask me their angel question. I did. I am so surprised people were not taking advantage of this, particularly because I took a poll and this was voted for in a poll. Voted for. And that's a primary reason I did it. But any hoozy, it's the perfect thing to do. They want you to ask them for assistance and guidance. They want it. They want it. I don't do it enough. I do. Look, they've been in my life, running my life, guiding my life, and I do not ask enough. I do not ask enough. And I was enlisted in the brigade, and I do not ask enough. I need a V8. But they're all different levels of angels. They want you to ask. They definitely come in different forms. Like I told you, there are angels walking around in human bodies that even make mistakes and act like regular folks. Angels unaware. Angels unaware, folks. You're entertaining angels unaware every single day that took the assignment. So let people help you. Take the support. People took the job so they could help people, so they could support you. Don't be stubborn. People reach out for a reason, so then you can pay it forward and reach out to somebody else. Let people help you. And then you, in turn, reach out to somebody. You help somebody at your convenience. Right? At your convenience. That's what love and life is about. It will make you feel better. You can resonate higher. In the end, everything's about love and caring and healing and feeling better and doing for others. It's not about things, how much you got, how much money you've got, how famous you are. It's not about all that stuff. It's about love and care and your brother and your sister and smelling flowers and living life and moving in the world and what you're learning and what you're doing and rising on up. And I don't mean in the world to be over people. It's about rising on up in what you're learning and what you're doing and how you're caring. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about the domino effect of how we care about people and what we learn. And if we can forgive, even when it's painful, doesn't mean we have to forget. Doesn't mean we have to let people who hurt people back in the circle. We can shine the light of the Creator on them and hope they heal. We don't have to let them hurt us anymore, but we can hope they heal. Right? Absolutely, Marie Come. We can need to help one another. And RC says maybe they come in different forms and people don't recognize they're angels. And you know, even sometimes animals can be angels. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that. Sometimes animals can be angels at just the right time. Bet you didn't know that. But on with the stories. Hey, shoeless one. So happy you're here. Our heart and our love and our support still all around you. Still all around you. And he, even through his grief, which is love, all the love you have to give, he has been doing such beautiful things for his Michaela. And he has experienced that even in the transition, that love is still there and she still exists just in a different way. And he's been doing all the right things that she would want. He's been doing all the right things that she would want. And powering on, even in the ache his heart has. We all love him. We want you to know we all love you. We think about you every time we meet. We have no expectations, but Steve, even when you're not here, we want you to know you're here, if that makes sense. We still hold you here, even when you're not here. We love you very much. You can come up if you want, but no expectations for you to. Just so you know. But tonight they wanted to talk about angels, and I forget to mention, because I forget to ask for their help. And I am surrounded all the time, and the little angels have been all messing with things tonight, messing with my stuff tonight. You are our family, Steve. Regardless of what you choose to do, yeah, no worries, Steve. But regardless if you wait to come back, don't wait to come back, you are still here. We still feel you, if that makes sense. Your energy is still a part of us. We still feel you. Thank you for stopping by. Our love is here for you. Everyone here loves you so much. Our selenite heart. Everyone loves you so much here. Always surrounding you. Everyone, drop some hearts in the chat for Steve. We know that they'll be filled with energy for him. A wagtail? Is it? Where did you send it exactly? Wagtail. Oh, on there? Oh, of the bird in the light? Are you talking about the light and the bird, Steve? This photo? He got a birthday gift that Michaela picked out for his wife, and there's a little bird that showed up, and look at the light that came down. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, this picture? Are you talking about this picture, Steve? Oh, it keeps going away. Is this the one you're talking about? Yes or no? And there was a little bird. Is that bird called a wagtail? I mean, that light coming down is amazing. Sometimes you're getting angelic signs and signs, period, when we're not paying attention. When we're not paying attention. I mean, I was in awe when I saw this. The little bird is a bird, right? The little bird is right there. And for what he said, it just landed. But look at that light. I mean, so amazing. We really have to pay attention. And I was telling him, and it was random. It's just random. I was sitting out on my screen porch last night. Look, I have laptops everywhere, but I can't do this on that old laptop I have outside. I was drinking coffee. Oh, wait, he said, little fella kept trying to come into Nana's house and then hovered around the car. And then you get that bright, amazing light just shining down on that bird. I mean, that's just amazing, Steve. That's just amazing. And then I was just telling him, I know it can be anything and it's no big deal. Yeah, birds have a very special meaning. They do. I was just telling him, and I know it's no big deal. It was a little deal to me, but I used to call my nickname to his daughter was a um. Oh, now I got brain glitch. Dana, I just completely get glitched out for a second. It's an MS thing. It'll come back to me in a minute. Sheila Swin Steve, I completely lost it. It was Ladybug. Okay, there it goes. I just called his daughter Ladybug. Thank you. That was my nickname to her. Ladybug. So I'm sitting on my screen porch, drinking coffee, doing some work. I had these glasses on, and something was bumping my glasses, and it was driving me crazy. And it bumped, and it stopped, right? And I looked up, and it crawled, and it was a ladybug on my screen porch. A little ladybug was crawling across my glasses. And when I realized what it tickled me. Not literally tickled, made me happy that it was a ladybug because I thought of Michaela. Plus, in Georgia, well, we think of ladybugs, other places might, as good luck. And it was the first ladybug I'd seen all year. So I had to tell him it wasn't just some yucky bug, it was a ladybug that was on my glasses. So it just made me feel good. It was unusual. I hadn't seen one all year. So it was kind of neat. So little things, you have to look at little signs and little things and pay attention, you know? But we want Steve to know, Sheila's one, whatever time he needs, whatever area of grief he's in, it ebb and flows. Whether we see you whenever you feel you need or can come up, we always are so happy that he's here. No expectations, but whether we see you or not, we feel you here. You are part of us. Or that's the way I feel. You are part of us. Renee Rod said, my mom and dad were bird lovers when they were living. So whenever I see a bird in my yard, it always reminds me of my parents. I love that. I think it's so important to have spiritual connections, to see the signs, and above all, ask your angels. Ask your angels for signs, please. Or assistance. Oh, okay. He says, we dropped the link. Let me find it. Because I'm a squirrel tonight. That he will come up for a moment. Okie doke. I dropped it. And we will welcome Mr. Steve Reno. Hopefully he can hear me too. You're always in our thoughts and prayers, Steve. That's what Renee Rod is saying. I love it. My mom will be 80 soon. She looks nowhere near it. She goes from believing and being open to not, to saying it's all up to God. So she's kind of back and forth lately. I don't get it. But I feel like she is, it's real confusing because, again, she looks more like she's 60. But I feel like maybe it's bothering her because she is looking at her mortality more so now. Is the link coming up? I'm guessing it is. Hopefully, you all hear me better. I promise I will invest in a better headset. I have got one of those big microphones, but I know I'll have to get some kind of earbuds too. So I can hear well. Because if you use I've got a Yeti. If I use my Yeti, I'll still have to get something there. I'm so happy to see everybody. I love it when our regular community comes in and the energy just feels just right and it doesn't feel so scattered. And we will also do our angel messages tonight where people can ask questions. I do feel like I know people are going to ask questions, but I'm feeling like somebody's going to change direction soon. Hello, Mr. Shameless Wednesday.
Hello.
You're in the dark.
I'm just trying to work out what's all blank. Oh, I know why. Hang on a second.
Yeah, we can't see her handsome face.
Yeah.
And the long hair.
You'll be able to see now.
There you go.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I look like I'm a bit tired. Yeah, still trying to get used to sleeping again.
Oh, yeah. We're just happy to see you, period. Marisa, this is the only stream I will talk on because I feel safe. Thank you.
So, yeah, I thought I would drop on for a minute. I've got to go to a meeting shortly for my knee, but I thought, well, I've got a couple of minutes, I'll sneak on and yeah, because I actually wanted to share about that the Willy Wagtail. We won't see a lot of ladybugs over here in Australia at the moment because it's just too cold. They come out in another few months. But with the Willy Wagtail, it's obviously they've become Macaulay's little bird of choice at the moment. They are how to put it? They're quite a how do you describe Willy Wagtails? They're tough as nails. They're these little birds. They're like this big. They're so small, but if crows or anything like that go chasing into their area where their nests are, they fend off from big birds. They'll come and sit down and they'll just chirp away. They're so happy little birds as well. And so the day when I was trying to get everything organised for the celebration being at the Perth Zoo, we were talking away with the ladies, and then we just figured out that we couldn't have it where we wanted to have it, and I didn't feel it was right. And I said to Macauly that day, I'm going to need a sign from you. I need you to give me a sign so I know what's going on. And so we go up to the area where was the elephant enclosure, and there we are. We're walking around, and I just could really feel the energy going. This was where we'll need to be, and all of a sudden we just pretty much just about finished, and I was pretty happy. But I'm going, I still haven't had my sign, Macauly. The next thing you know, this little Willy Wagtail flies down literally maybe 3 feet away from me, and then starts to walk over, and he's chirping away. And then I've gone, for no reason, I was talking to one of the zoo ladies, and I've gone, oh, hang on a second. And I've gone, Are you my sign, are you? Is this meant to be the right spot, mate? And this little bird just sat there and went from chip, 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 chip to. The lady and I just looked at each other and went, "What the heck?" And he just kept talking to me. And I've gone, "I'll take that as a yes." And he goes, "Chip," and flies off.
Oh, wow.
Now, on the day of the actual ceremony, if you go looking for it, you'll find it, because I knew it was there. He actually flew down and was walking on the beam behind behind Michaela, and also the rainbow piece that was put up, and
I
he was
did see
walking
that.
forwards. So he actually came back again and was walking along that whole thing until the actual ceremony finished.
I did notice that bird.
Yeah. So the day that with the car side of things, it's quite an interesting scenario. Was Michaela and I had gone looking for a car for Lisa probably about 3 months prior, and I've sent you a photo before of Michaela standing behind, pointing the thumb at the car. So I put in an alert onto the actual onto my phone through Gumtree, which is like a buying and selling service over here. Set specifications, age, amount of money I was willing to spend, tires, the color of the rims, the color of the leather. It was like precise. It had to be what it was. And then from there, went to bed the night after everything finished and a few people had left. And I woke up, and then 5 minutes later, got this bing on my mobile phone. First one I'd had in 6 weeks. I looked at the thing, I've gone, no way. There's a car in WA which fits the bill of everything that Michaela had wanted for her mum for her birthday present. So I threw threw Lisa in the car, drove all the way. It was literally just down near my nana's house. Met the lady, the girls went for a drive. I put down a deposit out of my father's deceased estate money, and it was literally to $80 of the money that was left in that total amount of money. It was like just enough to buy this car. So then on the Monday, we went back and picked it up, drove to my nana's house, and that's where the photo of that wagtail happened with the light. We hopped out of the car. We'd been out of the car for a minute and a half. Then all of a sudden, Lisa goes and takes this photo of this little wagtail. Then I've looked at it and gone, wow, look at that light. And then what I noticed as well, which was really interesting, was the little wagtail flew off. And then I noticed that there was a second one, which was Michaela and also my father. And they were looking at the car. They were flying around the car and landing on the car and checking out the car. And you could see them talking to each other about this car, because Michaela had chosen about it and my father paid for it. And you could tell that they were both so interested in that vehicle. They went over there, they looked at it, and then they flew back to where we were, and then flew back and looked at the car again. So that is, and so when I literally came on just as you were talking about animals. I've gone, I just wanted to share this because it's so true that different animals are used as angels and also as messengers to let people know what's going on. And it was just a real special moment for me to see that, because obviously when my father passed away, it was all about dragonflies. If you remember, there were like 30 dragonflies that were in front of my face when my dad passed. But both of them this time around were both there as wagtails, and I've never actually seen that before in my life, the way that they interact, and they flew around and looked at the car and everything else. There were two of them, and it just blew me away. So I just wanted to share that.
It's amazing, yeah. It's just, when we're energy, we can take on what we need to as we need to, yeah. Or send messengers. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
all of McCullough's artwork is now being put up on the wall. It's being
wow.
turned into a bit of a gallery through the whole house now. So
And
it's
she's amazing artist.
yeah, she was, and yeah, just very talented. So I want to make sure I say as well, to all you guys that are out there, love that you're still here, and thank you for all your warmth and your love while I've been in and out. Renee Rod, so glad you're back. I just want you to know there hasn't been a time since 6 months ago. There wasn't a day where I hadn't actually stopped and wondered how you were, and asked Dana so many times if she'd seen you. So I'm just so glad that you're back and you're well. Yeah, and everybody else, Shelley, Marie, Willow, everybody, look, it just means it means a lot. It's nice to know that you can come to a place like this and you actually do make friends. It's not just about you come onto a channel and everyone has a bit of a chat and stuff and that, but I do know that I've made friends from being here. So yeah, I'm just really grateful. I'm quite humbled, actually, to be honest. So I just wanted to, as I'm going through my journey, I'll pop in here and there. I don't know where everything fits at the moment, but I just wanted to say that to everyone. And I have actually gone and subscribed to people's to people's actual YouTube pages, even if they don't have videos on there. I've been finding people on there and actually made sure that I've subscribed to you. So I'll keep looking. As if you leave messages on Dana's page, I'll make sure that I'll subscribe when I see different people that I know. So yeah, so that was just something I wanted to share. And yeah, it's good to see you're around, Jeff. I need to know that there's still blokes coming in here keeping all these Sheilas in line. Can't have all these running the world.
Even in the bushes.
Yeah, even in the bushes. Yeah, Marie, she's her artwork seriously is so. I'll show you one that there's a couple I love, and the women absolutely love this. It's just so colourful. It's hard to get a perfect shot because of the light that comes through. Actually, I'll turn on the lights. Hang on a second. I'll see if I can do a run through it. I had a shave last week. You think I need another shave already? I'm starting to look like a hillbilly again.
I mean, her art's advanced. I mean, I'm willing to bet you could make prints of some of it and sell it.
Yeah, well, we've had it all scanned by a professional printer. And I'm going to speak to a family friend of mine that's known me since I was actually born, and they own one of Western Australia's biggest art galleries for showing off artwork and selling artwork. This is one of my favourites here.
Because I actually wouldn't mind having a print of some of it.
There's a couple more over this way. Literally, we went and had gallery art strips put up throughout the house, which was all done by the actual art teacher.
I mean, if you could see some of it real close and personal, she's good. Yeah.
And this here blows everybody away. This one, she was a bit out of line, but it doesn't matter. But everyone looks at this one and they go, "What the heck?"
I know, really.
So this one here, she never used to like it, but I just think it was awesome. Now, also, just before I forget, we had, obviously, on the day of the funeral, I went a little bit heavy-handed on on these, which are the booklets from the ceremony.
Yeah.
And we also had these little cards made up. These are special little cards. There were only 400 of these done. Now, on the other side, there's actually a picture of the elephant, which is the last artwork that Michaela actually finished.
Wow.
So I've got a load of those. And if you guys would like, I'd really love to. I'd really love to send one each to you all, if you would like. If you want to let Dana know, and that way I can get addresses. And I would, for myself to you guys, I would actually love to send you guys one of those each if you'd like one, because it's quite a special little thing. The art teacher suggested it'd be nice to do something a little bit different that most people would never do at a funeral. And I just went, yeah, because it was such a, we end up having the very last piece of artwork that Michaela completed was an elephant. We ended up having the funeral, the ceremony at the elephant amphitheatre. And Michaela was the first person in the history of the zoo being open in Western Australia to be able to have a funeral at the actual elephant enclosure. They've never
I
allowed.
just call it celebration of life.
Yeah, celebration. Yeah, people call it different things. And I get stuck between where I'm at with it all some days. But it was just one of those things that it was like, it was such an amazing thing that it all fell in that, that I just wanted to say, look, I've got these left over. I had extras made. The one thing I can't do, which is a bit of a pain, is I can't send you full packs, because inside the packs there were, I'll see if I can find a pack that's still here. And I'll show you what was in the pack, because the pack was really fun. It was something that I had to make up. It costed me a fortune, but I just had to do it. So this is what everyone got on the day. You see there's a butterfly that's on the actual bag. I can't send these out of the country though, and this is what the problem is. But I had to do something for Michaela. I had to be a bit fun. So there was one of her favourite lollies. It's a hot dog lolly. When we used to go to the plumbing store, Michaela and I, she used to go into the store, and the first thing she would do is she would start going into their lolly jar and start nicking chopper chumps, snakes, chocolates, more chocolates, chocolate in a purple love heart. We put balloons into it because you weren't allowed to had balloons up at the actual church. At the zoo or at the ceremony, at the burial. We put in a feather. And then the other cool thing that was in there as well was we put in these massive big bubble wands. So when people got to the for the burial part of the celebration, I had everybody line up in 2 lines as a guard of honour, and all the kids and all the mums pulled out their bubble wands and they started blowing bubbles as Michaela was walking past. And I don't know if people saw that on with that second part, but that was just something we did. And it was just a nice way to try to put some light into the moment, just to soften people and just make them know that it wasn't a bad moment. This was a celebration. So yeah, it was. And I haven't had one of these lolly bags yet, so I might have some lollies out of this shortly. But yes, and so I just wanted to show you, this was some of the things that when I was working through what I needed done for the day, there was a lot of thought that was put into it to make it something special for her, and it was all the things that she loved. And as I said, the bubble wands, they're freaking huge. And a lady actually, this one lady, she was working at the store I went to buy them from at the time. So just a staff member, and I told her what had happened. She paid for them all. It
Wow.
just showed me that people can be angels at the right place.
Yeah.
Even adults can just be there in the right place, and they let you know. And the thing I found out is that she had a daughter that survived 9 days and passed away, and that had been 15 years. And it just really touched her that much when I was talking to her, that she said, I need to pay for these for you. And I'm sitting going, I'm starting to choke because I don't know how to explain.
Yeah.
But so yeah, so look, I seriously, I've got loads of these. These were photos that I chose specifically because of how much Michaela loved the beach. Like this photo here is like one of my favorite photos of her. And that was while we went down to Bustleton just before I hurt my leg, and we were doing the footprints in the sand. So both of those photos came from there, and I just just wanted to make sure that they were just beautiful photos and they were just a real special moment. So yeah. So yeah, please let us know if you want those cards, and we'll just work out a way that I can send them to you all individually, if that's okay. If you want to send Dana through your addresses, because if there's things I can actually find, I can put in there. The hardest one I don't think I can get away with. These are called everlastings. I can, so you put, these are a seed, they're a packet of seeds, and they come up once a year in our spring for a month for the year, and these will last in the ground for 45 years.
Wow.
And so I bought those because I just sort of, and I said to people at the time, if you find a special spot and you put them into the ground, and they'll come up every single year for 45 years. And that during that spring period every year, it'll just remind you of for a month of Michaela being around in your garden.
Wow.
So there was, as I said, and they're pinks and they're whites, so just really pretty colors. I'll have to find out if I'm allowed to, if I can send everlastings. I'd like to send everlastings over with the card. So that's why I'm going. If I know where yous are, I can find out government law, basically importing laws, and find out if I'm allowed to send them.
Gotcha.
So if I can, I will. If I can't, then I just won't get in trouble, because I still want you to get the card. So yeah. So look, I won't take up any more time because you've got your stuff you want to do, but I just wanted to hop on and share. And as I said, there were things that I had made extra because I wanted to. I wanted to make sure that it was my way of being able to reach out and connect with everybody a bit more as well. But yeah, so what I'll do as well is I'll put my on messages, I'll put down my my email address so people can email me as well, if that's all right, Dana.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So that way, if they want to send me emails directly and addresses and phone numbers, that way I can always stay in touch with them as well. And then that way I can start the ball rolling on getting things sent over to people. So so look, I'll jump off, but I just wanted to say, lovely to be able to keep it together for longer than half an hour. I had a session with my shaman this morning, and I knew that was at 2 o'clock this morning till 3 o'clock. So I knew that if today was going to be a day, I was going to be able to probably composed myself really well. Today was the day. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, sorry about the state of my hair. It's not as pretty as what it was last week. I haven't brushed it again. I've been really lazy. So I've been told that if I'm going to keep my hair, I have to look after it, supposedly. So, So, anyways, well, look, I'll be in touch. Love you all. I do miss you just at the moment. I've just needed to have a bit of me time, even though I haven't had that yet, because up till Wednesday last week, I was completely concentrating on obviously on Michaela's celebration and all the things I needed to do. It was a very challenging time doing it by myself. And and even on that front, I expect there's going to be things that are going to be changing. So we'll, but for now, I'll make sure that I'll jump off, and you guys have an awesome night. Must be about 10 o'clock over there, 10:30. And but we'll be in touch. Please email me, and then that way I can contact everybody, and I'll organise these cards and stuff, because I had these extras done for you guys. So because you'd all had connected with Ladybug, so this really I just needed to make sure that I shared. So, all right, but I'll speak to you all later,
Okay.
and we'll be in touch. Love you all. Okay.
Love you.
See yous.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. Oh, so glad that he came on. Woo. But anyway, I'm so glad he came on. Holding him in our hearts, in our space. Glad he's here. Glad you're here, Virginia Woolf. And a welcome to a new person, Sharon Pierce, or maybe I've seen you before. If you're still here, you said your guardian angels have helped you out. Do you want to? I know I just want to cry too, Renee. Do you want to share before I share this quick video or parts of it? There's Shoeless Steve at hotmail.com. If you want to take down his email, shoelesssteve at hotmail.com. And I'll also put it in the community channel. I mean, that's not what it's called. You know what I mean. The community tab for our channel. I may show a couple of quick little things from that, and then we will go to angel messages if anyone has a question, because it's starting to get late. I'm going to share quickly. Angel sightings, fair use. Fair use. YouTube. I'm going to do this real quick. Fair use, YouTube. Okay, here we go. Share screen. Here is an angel sighting. What do you think?
Well, many people continue to be skeptical about the existence of angels. If you're one of those people, prepare. For one, what are the chances of seeing this while at a graveyard? Given everything we know about angels and their helping ways, it would seem pretty clear that a graveyard is a great place for an angel to do their work. Or just maybe this is a guardian angel watching over the couple in the video, which really makes you wonder what happened next. Number 14, cluster of angels. If heaven really does exist, how do our souls get delivered up there? Are we collected by angels and gently guided into the skies? Or is there a whole elaborately designed system that transports us from down here to up here? According to this video, it's more the latter. By far, the video shows what would appear to be a cluster of angels on their way to heaven. But unlike conventional belief, these angels are moving at a very rapid pace. In fact, you could easily mistake them for a new smokeless form of space rocket. As the angels make their fast descent, they maintain formation, not an easy feat at this altitude or speed. Believe me, there are probably many potential explanations you could give about this video, but it's pretty...
Okay, were those angels or were those aliens? Did you see that? Did I share? Did you see that? Or no? Did I even share? Hold on. Chrome tab.
Clear that these are humanoid shapes, moving without seemingly any propulsion technology. What other?
Let's check this one out.
Named Anthony, who had died about 2 years
not that
before.
video. I didn't want to skip to a new video.
It's often claimed that we all have a guardian angel. Too deeply into a cloud. High above the sky of Camden, South Carolina, a man happened to spot the oddly shaped cloud lingering against the blue. As you can see, it's the only one in the clear sky and is shaped very much in the traditional pose of an angel. What could it possibly mean? Conventional logic says that it's just an anomaly caused by passing aircraft or other scientific processes. But that's a hard argument to make, given the complete clarity of the sky around.
Just a cloud.
Unless we developed invisible clouds now, that might be a good idea for a future video. They're angels. Well, we can't see them, which definitely suggests they're going fast.
That doesn't look real.
People have ever seen angels in the flesh. It's fair to say that these are beings that like to move much quicker than humans can even see.
That doesn't look real.
Is a danger to themselves. So why not just keep moving at the speed of light through the use of a circus-like cannon? Number 11, the tsunami angel. When it comes to witnessing unusual incidents or extraordinary events, the more rational among us like to try and justify or explain what they see with science and logic. Well, if you're one of these people, I wish you the best of luck with this one. You may struggle. Shortly after a major tsunami, a piece of global news coverage somehow accidentally managed to capture real footage of what can only, in our opinion, be an angel, while the helicopter camera moves across the landscape. Surveying the damage, a very clear white being can be seen floating high above the land with seemingly no propulsion technology whatsoever.
Okay, that looks weird.
Some kind of unusual zip wire hanging from one side of the country to the other. It's highly unlikely that this footage shows a newscaster finishing a report from what looks to be a peaceful bit of woodland. But just then, the cameraman notices something very, very unusual happening behind her. As he begins to pan the camera over, we get our first glimpse at this mysterious glowing light, which could be any number of things. Is this a UFO, a spirit, a ghost, or could it be an angel? Given its peaceful nature, it could be just about anything, though the seemingly ethereal nature of it leads us to believe it's an angel. After all, angels are just keeping an eye on you, like a peaceful big brother type deal. Interestingly, angels are one of the few spiritual beings that are seldom captured on live television. We've seen UFOs and ghosts time after time, but no angels. Where's Jerry Springer when you need him?
Possibly.
Number 9. Spirits on security cam. It must be pretty terrifying to work as an after-dark security guard. Having to keep an eye on
looks like somebody on
in your place
stilts.
of work, always knowing that there could be something terrifying on the other end. Whoever caught
That looks
this
like
footage
somebody on
was
stilts.
no doubt close to soiling his seat. The security footage focuses on the complex's courtyard, and it's pretty standard footage for the most part. But then something odd happens.
That's too
Out of
stilty.
nowhere, a group of people run across the courtyard in the dark before they just abruptly disappear. Obviously, this could be the result of a glitchy camera, but we find that hard to believe.
Too
Places with
stilty.
security cameras tend to have multiple angles working at once, so they could theoretically check the others to confirm. The Sky Angel. If there's one thing we can guarantee about this entry, it's that it will be very controversial. Many people claim to see angels every day, only to have their claims pretty rapidly shut down due to a number of inconsistencies. But some wholeheartedly believe in what they saw, regardless of the haters. We're going to leave this one up to you to decide. The video was captured on a flight from Australia and appears to show a pretty ordinary sky. Then something very unusual happens from behind the clouds. A figure begins to reveal itself until we finally see an angel standing there with its wings and arms wide open. A sight scene like this raises many questions, not least of which, how did nobody else spot this glaringly obvious angel just standing on a cloud? Still, the cameraman continues
But here's
to
the
insist
thing.
that the video is not edited and that
Angels
the whole thing was
don't
exactly
really
as
have
it happened in the moment.
wings.
There will be many who dispute the authenticity of the video, but those who believe
It's made of
will
light
see this
that
as
looks like
another
wings.
sign
They
that
don't
they
have
are very
wings.
real. What are your thoughts on this clip? Number 4. Security cam angel. There's no way to know for sure what it is, but there's just something deeply unsettling about security camera footage. Maybe it's just the eerie silence or the darkness of the footage, but you know that you're guaranteed a creepy clip if it comes from a security cam, and this one comes from a security cam, so prepare. We have no idea when or where this was taken.
That's more
but the footage
possible
shows
than
what
that
appears to be a
wing-looking
glowing
thing.
humanoid figure lurking in the target area of the security camera. After a few seconds, the floating being moves into the room, flying around it as a way of exploring the scene. The footage is, as expected, pretty eerie to look at, with its weird glowing figure and unclear footage. But while it's entirely possible that this could be a ghost, there's not much evidence that ghosts flying away like this. In fact, Most videos of ghosts show them operating on a very grounded, human-like
If
level.
it's glowing
except Casper, of course.
and it looks
The way
like
that this
wings,
particular
it's
being
more
moves
apt to
is
be
very
an
familiar
angel
and
than
reminiscent of
something
angel
that actually
portrayals
looks like
throughout the
feathers.
ages. And it's entirely
Let's
possible
just
that this
be
angel is
honest
just
here.
keeping watch for the security guard. Although, if I were him, I'd go work at a library or something. Number
This
3,
isn't very
the Sky
impressive.
Angel. There are probably dozens of things you don't want to see outside the window while on a long-haul flight, but an unidentified flying thing soaring through the skies is almost certainly one of them. Luckily, we don't have to experience the terror firsthand. But spare a
Okay,
thought for the poor
that's
cameraman that did. The clip clearly shows what appears to be an odd flying being heading towards some dark-looking clouds. While it first looks like a huge bird, a closer examination reveals that this is a winged humanoid figure of some sort. I don't know about you guys, but I find it very hard to think of many winged humanoid figures, except for maybe one. The Angel. And this definitely looks like an angel, although given that it's headed for some grim-looking storm clouds, it might not be an angel for long. This is yet another angel sighting that matches up with old-school descriptions of the legendary beings, humanoid figures with large flapping wings. It's also one of the few sightings that you're thrilled you didn't experience when you're barreling through the sky going on and steps in to protect him. Literally, in what looks like a super fast movement, the guy hurries over, grabs the rickshaw, and the pair evaporate into a flash of light.
Now, what do you think about that
They're
one?
not dead, so you can open
Is
your
that an
eyes now.
edited
Seconds
version,
later, the rickshaw
or is
driver
it
can be
real?
seen in a whole other part of the road, having somehow survived the whole incident. Was it time travel, or was it just angel power? You tell me. While most angel sightings can easily be dismissed in many ways, this one is pretty much impossible to deny or ignore. All we know is that China apparently has a very heroic guardian angel keeping watch over its civilians. Number 1. The Kaaba Angels. For Muslims, there is no greater holy place than the Great Mosque at Mecca, regarded as the house
So
of God,
crowded.
the ultimate goal of many religious pilgrimages.
OMG.
Given its position as one of the most beloved and revered holy places in the world,
Too
it's
many
not so
people
surprising
for
that there have
me.
been sightings of angels above it. The footage was captured above the Kaaba, a cubicle building in the Great Mosque's courtyard. While it's not entirely clear what they're doing or why, there can clearly be seen 2 angels flying over the top of the structure, a sight that no doubt will bring much happiness and shock to Muslims around the world. There's probably no more meaningful sight to a religious person than an angel floating over the top of their holy place. But to see 2 must be an extra blessing. For many religions, a sighting like this is a true sign that the world is being watched over and monitored by our Creator and his many angel allies. And in our rapidly chaotic and unpredictable world, that's kind of comforting.
Okay,
as well as
what are they
beautiful
gonna
to see.
do?
Which of these sightings was the most incredible? And if you were
Okay,
a
I'm
skeptic,
disappointed.
Let us know in the comments.
So disappointed.
Check out our other show notes.
Okay, here's the deal. Again, I say, angels have wings of light. They are reminiscent of feathers, but they're not feathers. They're not feathers. They're more big, bright lights. You're not going to see like big feathers like birds. That's whack. You know what I mean? Can you imagine big feathers like birds? They appear like they appear like wings, but they're more made of light. Of light. So, there you go. I wasn't impressed with those sightings. I've seen more impressive videos before. So, we're going to be on to the questions. Who has a question for an angel message? Who has a question? I expected more tonight. Who has a question for an angel message? Who has a question for an angel message? There will be love coming into someone's life. One person I've already given that message to. There's another one that wants it to come into their life. But it will take some time. Not you, Shelley. Already gave you that message. But it is more about Renee. It will take some time. But it will be coming. More appropriate. And they don't have to be ugly. Well, first of all, ask. And like I said, start with asking for a parking place to be a certain place, paranormal, asking for their assistance, ask for small things, and when it occurs, you will know for sure. Virginia Woolf says, do angels make things happen like a picture of someone that I had fell and drifted to me feet when I was thinking of them? In that case, not necessarily, because unless it was some kind of thing that needed to happen to transpire, but like maybe you needed to call them for a reason, and there was an assist there to make some kind of connect. Do you know what I mean? But not necessarily make things happen unless there was a conjunction that needed to occur. Unless they were giving you a shove to make you do something like call the person because you needed to. Does that make sense, Virginia Woolf? But not necessarily in that case. Sometimes they try to give you a nudge, but they can't impede upon your free will. They might give you a nudge to kind of make you get off your booty, for lack of better, but they can't impede upon your free will ever, ever, ever. If that makes any sense. Whoa, very cool, Shelley. Something is opening because growth is occurring. We'll have to speak about that. Marie Crone said, I saw a flash of light today. What was being said to me that I missed? Marie, that flash of light is about directing you. I know you don't want to hear it. They're trying to direct you to a life purpose. Not in a huge, massive way, but in a way where you're supposed to touch others with your talent. You still have a life purpose. Your creativity and the things you do speak to people's hearts. And you inspire people, Marie. You just don't realize it. Not on a huge, massive, overwhelming, stressful, anxiety ridden kind of way, Marie. But you still have a life purpose. And they're wanting you to use it. They're wanting you to use it. They're trying to light a light up under you. Does that make sense? You inspire people. What you do, your artistry, has a way to inspire people rather than just sitting around you. Does that make sense, Marie? I'm feeling it all on the inside of me. I don't care if you just show it, if you do a little class with it, whatever it is, you are, forgive me for using this word, hoarding it. You're hoarding it. You inspire people. The essence of you, what you're capable of doing, it's not coming to an end. Maybe you feel like it because you're shutting yourself down and not connecting except with us. Maybe you can connect in a safe way. I don't know, but there, you have free will to do whatever you wish. But people are in awe of you. We are in awe of you. I don't care if you were to do it from your home online. We are in awe of you. Or if you wanted to do it safely on show it online from here, you don't even have to show yourself, but we are in awe of you. You inspire people. The stuff you do is beautiful. You have free will. It is your choice. But you don't realize how much all the things you've done can touch everybody, inspire people, make them feel things, is what they're saying. And they're trying to light you up, light a spark under you. But it's your choice. I'm just a messenger. And that is the truth of the matter. It is your choice. You're greatly loved. It's not the end of your life. It's not the end of your life. And it's your legacy. It's your legacy, Marie. You have no, it's your legacy. Next question from someone. Anyone? Or I might have to have another angel question night. Maybe people were confused. I thought there would be more. Do you think our loved ones in heaven help bring love into our lives? Yes, I definitely do think they help bring love into our lives. I think we don't listen sometimes. I think we don't listen sometimes. I think we don't always like their choices, but I definitely think they help bring love into our lives. And I think sometimes timing is like this. You know what I mean? But they definitely help bring love into our lives. Absolutely. You are most welcome. And love will be coming into your life, Renee. It is not over for you. Sometimes your picker is a little wonky. Yes, Marie, surrounding you with healing and love and light. And spiritual anesthesia. It's not over for you, Willow. You're just in growth spurts of things. You're in growth spurts of things. You've had to go through periods of having to grow. No, it's not over for your life, Willow. Right. Does anyone else have a question before I wrap up and go eat food? We'll have another angel night where we focus more on questions. Nikki told me the other day, one night I had an angel night, and she asked me a question about her job, and I said, do angels age? If they're in a body on earth, they age slowly. If they're created as an angel, never being an earth angel, if they were created as an angel, typically not so much. No. But if they're manifesting as an earth angel, they age slowly. They age slower than normal. Oh, thank you, Renee Rod. That's very sweet. I appreciate that. I'm a human being, makes mistakes. Girl, I like my freedom. I like my freedom. I think I'm getting more southern as the night goes on. Oh, thank you, Shelley. It's sweet. The more tired I get, the more southern I get. Or I turn into Britney Spears and I go into another accent. But if that is it for the evening, I shall start to wrap up. I love you, each and every one. Oh, what I was going to tell you, Nikki, another night when we did angel messages, told me she'd asked me about jobs. And I told her it would be a few months before she was able to change jobs, and that by sometime in August, she would get another job. And she did. Yay for Nikki. Virginia Woolf, I have an overwhelming amount of people around me that tell me things from the Bible. It is notable. I tend to think that we are somehow part of a cosmic thing trying to send me a message. I tend to think we are somehow part of a cosmic thing trying to send me a message. What? Are you asking me a question? I'm confused. I think we're trying. What? Look, this whole universe is complicated at best. We have a creator. We know YouTube doesn't like us to use the word God. Crazy as it seems. There's a bazillion things we still don't know about the universe. Maybe Virginia Woolf. Maybe. There's a bazillion things we still don't know about the universe, of which God created. Right? Science, spirituality, religion, all connected. All connected. It all still had to be created. It all still had to be created. People say the Big Bang started everything. Well, who started the Big Bang? The Creator. Who made science possible? The Creator. Who made all the little miracles that pop and occur and are in such a miraculous detail? The Creator. But we still have science, and we still have religion and spirituality. They're all connected. They're all connected. They're not separate. They're all connected. People just like to separate and divide and cause conflict. They're all connected. Silly rabbits. They're all connected. You know, think about babies being born. How incredible is that? That two cells combine and then everything divides and keeps dividing until the intelligence of the cells turn into a brain and a face and arms and feet and turn into a human that comes out of a person and is born and turns into a... Come on now. Come on now. It's incredible. And the bottom line is we all need to get to the seriousness of all that matters: love, people, care, support. Take care of everybody, you know? Take care of everybody. And listen, ask your angels for assistance. Ask your angels for assistance. They're waiting for it. They can't impede upon your free will unless your life is in danger and it's not your time to go. So quit making them sit around twiddling their thumbs watching you do dumb things, and ask them for help when you need it. And then you'll feel them around more. Right? You'll feel them around more. And next time, Renee Rod, and then next time, come with your questions, people. What do you think I'm here for? I'm saying, come with your questions. I'll give you some guidance. And who's showing up? A handful. Only a handful. I'm like, say what? You said you want it, and you don't come? What's that about? But anyway, I love you all. I appreciate you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do all those YouTube things, please. Yeah, because it's a free way to help support the channel. And it gets it out there, you know, in all that algorithm stuff that they talk about so people can see. And yeah, we have that community tab. So if there's things you want to hear about, talk about, you know, in psychology, spirituality, social commentary, pop culture commentary, when you want to break somebody down psychologically, you're most welcome. And you might want me to tell you why they do the things they do or not. We can do that too. And please put your comments below when the video's over. I love you all so much. And I'm glad Steve came by. Let's still hold him in our energy. I will see you all next time. Saturday night. And if there's something you want to do, I don't care if it's funny or, if I get shady light. I can get a little shady. But yeah, maybe we're the angels instead of the butterflies. I don't know. Maybe we're the angels. But anyway, everybody have a good night. And I will see you on Saturday. And remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. Resonate higher. Love you all. Until next time, here we go. Bye, everybody. Dun, 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 dun. Where is that song? Bye.
When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still